Hello. You're listening to Questboard, a podcast where we make up random side quests. My name is Brandon.
And I'm Tiffany. Just so you know, we are not professional writers in any way, shape, or form. At least we don't claim to be. We just really like tabletop RPGs, and we do this for fun.
That's right. So, Tiff,
Hmm.
have you ever ordered something or backed something on like Kickstarter or something,
Oh,
and then
kicked
you
many
forget
things.
about it,
Oh,
and
always.
then it shows up later?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, I backed something up, and this is like 3 years ago.
Oh, shoot.
Do you see, I'm sorry for the audio listeners, do you see my lovely bookshelf here?
Yes. Yes, I do.
And you see the row of all of my tabletop RPGs?
Yes.
On the very left, there's the Bunkers and Badasses that's based off of Borderlands.
Right.
To the one to the right of it, you see a brown book?
It's quite lovely looking, actually.
Yes.
It's got gold scroll work on the spine.
That's because that is the Monty Python RPG system.
Oh, my goodness.
I backed that thing like 3 years ago.
It is beautiful.
And I was reading up on it, and it's an interesting system because it's based off of confidence. So that, like, for each stat you have like a scale of, like, for valor you have like confident or like courageous and runaway kind of like ranges.
Interesting.
And those ranges determine what dice you use. So for the higher the thing, it's a D20. The lower the thing, it's a D4.
Fascinating.
Yeah, and they also have a system where it's just like if you roll a max number, then the dice gets upgraded to the next one up, and then you roll again, and then you
Interesting.
add on to that. So if you roll the max of the next one, you upgrade again, and then you continue adding more.
Oh, shoot.
But it was one of the funny things was there was like demerits.
Oh.
Where if you get like a 1 on the whatever dice you roll, you downgrade dice and you get a demerit.
Oh.
And I think it's like a party wide kind of demerit. What was really funny is like the demerits is something the DM could use against the players. But there was a funny mechanic that's like if someone rolls too high, like gets a 20 or like a 40 or something like that, then they're too serious for this game, and so they get demerit.
Oh, shoot.
And all I was thinking was your husband when I read that section. I'm like, oh, he was try-harding too much. You're being too serious. You get demerit.
You want to do that to him so bad, don't
That
you?
sounds, without explaining that, like that rule and
Yeah.
seeing his face, it will be hilarious. But there was actually a segment in there in the beginning where it's like, oh, you think because this is based off Monty Python and all that stuff, I must do silly things and I must be goofy and all that stuff. Well, in the world of Monty Python, every character believes they have a serious role. It's only through other actions or small moments that they are funny. So please take this seriously. Like your characters will be serious and live in this world. And I'm like, good on you guys. Because if you start a Monty Python tabletop group, they're
People are
going
just
to
gonna
want
do
to just be silly
walks.
things.
Yeah.
But they even say in the book, the only reason why they're funny is because they believe they act serious within their own world.
No, and I can totally see that in any Monty Python movie I've ever seen. They're completely serious.
Yes.
It's just hilarious.
That's what someone makes it funny because they treat it as normal.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this is a silly world where they treat this, the Department of Silly Walks. That is one of my favorite skits. The entire thing was two serious people. And this is a real department. And so that's part of the funny.
It's like one of my favorite silly moments is when they're pushing the cart down the street shouting, "Bring out your dead!" That's a legit thing. There's a plague going on and people are dying left and right.
And the one son who wanted to get rid of his dad, try and convince him that he was dead.
I'm not dead yet.
I feel fine. Here's 3 shillings. Whack.
Yeah.
Okay, toss him on the cart.
Yeah, it's like it's all serious but hilarious at the same time.
Yes. So I really appreciate that they said that in the rulebook. I didn't fully read everything.
No, you're supposed to read it word for word.
I'm very bad at that. I like to skim.
Hey, To this day, I don't think I've read the player's handbook for D&D front to back.
Oh no, I've never either.
Who would do that? You cherry pick what you need to look up.
Or find tutorials online.
Yeah.
But anyways, I just wanted to bring up on our tabletop RPG podcast that I have the Monty Python. I'll let you look it over when we're done recording. I'm sure you will want to look at it.
On that same train of thought, I have the Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh yeah, I have it too.
Oh yeah.
It's a shelf down.
I
Sorry.
couldn't see it because my monitor was in the way.
Yeah, the less heavy books are down.
Yeah,
Which,
yeah.
no, hindsight, I just realized as I said it aloud, the heavier books are above the lighter books.
Oh
well. Maybe you shouldn't put the heavy books all on one shelf.
Maybe time for some feng shui in your book organization.
Maybe.
You could.
But I'm too lazy.
You could reorganize them a little bit if any of the other ones have like a cool cover or like another box that you have.
Well, I
could have them facing like you do with the bunkers and word I don't like to say.
Well, I'm proud of that one. I really want to play that one because it's Borderlands themed.
I watched my husband play Tiny Tina's Wonderland.
Yeah, it's sort of like that.
And that's what they were playing.
Yes.
In that game. So, yeah.
Yeah, I really liked that. I bought it. I
guess
had a chance to play
call it bunkers and BAs.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I have a lot of just different RPG systems. Also, on the top where I keep my dice, top shelf.
Yeah.
Do you see the eyes poking over?
I
was
right? Distracted by the eyeballs momentarily, and
that's
so I didn't see
that's from the Monty Python set. That's the dice set that comes with the system.
I was gonna say I thought that's what you were gonna say was the new thing because I saw that first.
Oh yeah, it's very obvious, but I came with that.
It is a box with a bunch of eyeballs on it. It's currently sitting behind another box, so all I can see is the eyeballs at the top.
Yeah, well,
and
I want to display my Gwent box, okay?
Yeah, no, I can understand that.
People listening, I'm a nerd.
I think they might already know this.
Yeah, me describing all the RPG systems I own. A part of the RPG system for Monty Python, one of the dice is a D16.
Interesting.
And I believe they better came with it in that box with the eyes.
I hope it did.
Also a D30.
Oh, yeah. Those are nice to have. My DM in another campaign I'm in has a D30 that he allows us to roll in special occasions.
There is a mechanic for the D30 within the Monty Python system.
Nice.
But yeah, that's all I want to talk about today.
Just excitement about Monty Python.
Well, it's excitement for something I ordered years ago, and two, a new system that's kind of funny and cool.
Yeah.
But I will most likely not play it. Because
knowing our group, we're kind of just diehard D&D fans, although we are playing Monster of the Week right now.
I was able to convince them to do that, which we're still having fun with that, even though we hardly meet.
Yeah.
The standard
adults
curse.
And such.
Hopefully next time.
Yeah.
We already talked about the last session and how sad your husband was, so I need to make it up to him by making an actual monster.
You need to give him something to punch.
Well, hopefully he doesn't punch the next one. There's your hint.
Noted.
You're going to probably forget to tell him.
No, I'm just not going to tell him.
Oh, that's even funnier.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. So we are doing our regular quest board stuff.
Yep.
And so we need to roll a D100.
Yeah. 43.
That seems low enough that you didn't. No, we've done it. Sheep numbers dwindling. That is the Bahamut.
Bahamut.
Yes. Do you want to go up or down?
Let's go down.
Okay, I don't have to go to the next page. I'm not going to say all of them. So we're going down to 36.
Oh, wow. We've done all of those?
Yes. If you want me to do it quick. 42, Mold Dispatch. That was the Mold Displacement episode.
Oh, yeah.
41, Local Spellcaster looking for a labs assistance. That was... What was the name of that episode?
Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
No, I have to look it up. Clinical Trials.
Yes, that was it.
I am getting to a point where I'm forgetting which one. Actually, no, I know which one it is. I just can't remember the title.
Right.
40, Lost Young Boy Named James been missing over a week. That's Lost in Fae.
I remember that one. That was fun.
39, well water started tasting funny. That's Wellness Check. 38, Needed Bartender. Looking for an employee bartender for my inn, the Crooked Arrow. That's Quaff Life 3. 37, come join us at the first annual Bucket Festival.
Hey.
That was that's recent. Why am I blanking on the title?
Recent enough to the point I don't remember it.
Party Crashers.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm gonna skip it now, and then I do it anyways. Wow.
Way to stick to your guns.
36.
36.
A long one. Yay.
Ooh.
Tower demolition sought. The 4-story bell tower has been deemed by the city council as a stain on the community's reputation. It was built with ill-gotten funds by the recently disgraced and now former mayor, Colonel Glasson.
Cornell?
Cornel?
Cornul. I'd say that's Cornell.
Mr. Glasson.
Mr. Glasson.
He gave us a name. The council is offering 500 gold to anyone who could reduce the bell tower, which was dedicated in his honor, to rubble without loss of life or other property in the town square. Plans must be approved by council before work can begin. How are we going to deal with this? Because this is another just generic job.
And it's like, it fully depends on the capabilities of your party. Can they reduce a building to rubble?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I thought of something.
Go for it.
But then the episode will just end.
Oh.
This is a perfect opportunity to just give, like, if you could devise a stack for a Jenga blocks and then have the players physically in person somehow get it to like collapse without, and you put things around it to represent the other buildings, like, how do you get this to fall down and not damage anything else?
Due to the nature of Jenga, I don't think it does that.
Well, and that's why I'm saying not the original, like, sturdy block like system, but you have to like assort it in a way that, you know, it could possibly. You know what I mean?
No.
Instead of having it by the 3x3 as they're like close together,
yeah,
weapons, if you just like space them out so that it's like 2 gap in the middle, and then you do the Lincoln Logs approach.
Okay.
And then it's like, figure this out. You know what I mean?
Make it fall over without knocking these over.
Yes, and so this is just a interesting way of getting your party to physically do something instead of just rolling dice, you know?
That sounds fun.
It sounds fun, but then there's nothing for us to add.
No, not really, no.
And that's the problem. Because I would do that, because that is a very unique way, and the party could be entertained without my input whatsoever.
Are you not entertained? Sorry, I just felt like saying it.
And so that's a good buffer. So it's like little prep while the party still has fun entertainment.
Yeah.
They could be stimulated. That's the term.
Yeah. You can also like have like let the party enter the tower and like survey around on the inside and give them, you know, a challenge rating as to whether or not they can find a specific beam or something. If they have any construction knowledge, they get advantage, I guess.
But that still
whereas,
doesn't
like,
add
if
much.
they set something that's gonna blow up or, you know, damage this beam just the right way and then hit the tower on the side so it'll like collapse to the inside, like give them the chance to figure that out, I guess.
I
I don't know.
This one's really hard.
I don't know how building destruction works.
Usually what you want to do is cause it to collapse within itself.
Yes,
I've seen a
and
lot of those videos online.
that is what
it's very
they're
satisfying.
asking for here. They don't want the buildings around it to be damaged.
Yes, I know. But either case of like having them roll for it or doing the, you know, Jenga tower thing, that still doesn't add much to this quest.
Nope.
And this is really hard.
This is, we have a gaudy tower in our town that we don't like. Get rid of. What if they drew like some sort of summoning circle around it, but it's like a reverse summoning circle, so they banish the tower to another plane?
I mean, that's like, if they could do that, then job's done.
Yeah, job's done.
I didn't know you played Warcraft.
I actually have.
I used to play, stupid tangent. I used to play like the modded custom maps at LAN parties back in high school.
Nice.
I was a nerd.
That's
the only time I played it.
I played it for a week and realized it's not for me. But I liked my character. Just that phrase got stuck in my head.
Yeah, because it said over and over, it's very well known in the gaming community. You're a gamer.
Yay!
Brandon approved.
Often I feel like a poser because I'm not. If I do play games, I'm not good at them. I'm only here to have a good time.
That's what gamers do. Most gamers do.
Yeah.
There's a lot of salty, competitive people.
It's like, I'm a gamer girl. I like my farming simulators. Thank you.
To be fair, I like city builders.
But I don't
Like it's something to pass the time.
I don't like the same aesthetic that a lot of gamer girls like, which is all of their stuff is white. Like their computer screen is white, the keyboard's white, the mouse is white, the desk is white, and you have big pink colors, pink lights shining all around you, or purple or blue. I don't like the white aesthetic. Give me black. Why is everything like made for gamer girls white? I want black, dang it.
You know,
Blue lights.
I think it's just whatever they decide. They sell just a gaming set that's white. I don't think they sell specifically to gamer girls that way. But then again, I don't know and I don't look it up. So
Yeah, when it's literally titled Gamer Girl headset and it's white with pink lights on it.
I don't know.
Nothing against people who do like that aesthetic. It's cool to look at. I give you that much. It's just not for me.
To be fair, I like the white aesthetic.
Yeah, see, I like the black aesthetic because white gets dirty. Like if you like bump into it, oh, there's a scuff.
Yeah, but black is too heavy. And now we're gonna have our like graphic designer conversation right now.
Mm-hmm. No, give me that black. I want it weighted down. I don't want it to float away on me.
No, this goes back to our two. I'm sorry, like listeners.
We finished the quest. You can stop listening now if you want,
We're gonna go
yeah.
back. We're gonna go back on the rails. I want to try something, but first, this just shows our two different design aesthetics because
true.
I'm a very modern, like minimalistic design. You are a cottagecore.
Yeah.
This describes that because heaviness, black, and all that stuff. You want things cluttered. While me, I like things minimum and all that stuff. So white represents that because it represents emptiness.
Okay, I feel that.
So that's the only reason we're having this disagreement is because
That's why I don't like the white because it makes me feel empty. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I will charge this therapy session $300.
No, I'm not paying you back for the tires you had to buy.
That was last episode. Okay?
Yeah, that was last episode.
Anyways, Tiffy had her epiphany moment.
Tiffany had an epiphany.
We've had this like our design discussions so many times.
Yes.
I want to do something about this tower, but I don't know what.
Destroy it?
Well, obviously.
Okay.
Okay, hang on.
I got a thing.
Okay, what?
In the process of destroying the tower, they find out that there was a tunnel underneath and that the mayor was involved in something that leads to an overarching story or just another adventure for the players to go on.
I was thinking, what if, because the mayor erected this bell tower in his honor, it was dedicated in his honor.
Yeah.
What happens if, because this is, one, I just realized this doesn't have to be D&D.
Nope.
But it says 500 gold.
Yes.
You could easily change that. But let's say it's D&D, because we like to do that.
Yeah.
What happens if he decided, because it's dedicated in his honor and he wants it to last forever, what happens if it's magically hardened or magically protected from destruction?
There's like an indestruction spell on it or something.
Something like that. You know what I mean?
Like runes drawn on the inside of every brick.
Yeah, that kind of thing. And the only way to dispel it is find the initial person who hardened the material. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the construction person who made it.
Who enchanted each brick.
Yeah.
And because it's very unique and all that stuff. So then that's the extra step that they have to go through.
And that could lead to the person being like, I'm not telling you anything. That's proprietary information.
It's a client confidentiality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was also thinking another twist could be that instead of the tower having like tunnels or anything underneath it, you could have some sort of creature that was imprisoned underneath it that the mayor was drawing power from somehow.
We could just have the mayor just be a corrupted financial normal person.
Or that.
I don't know.
It was a money laundering scam.
That was my thought of just adding an extra step. And that's why they couldn't get anyone to destroy it.
Because it's indestructible.
They also, maybe they fear that like the magic that's needed to destroy it past the magical like hardening or magical protection will be so great that it would destroy our surrounding buildings. So then they're so that's why they also stipulate that.
I just had an image pop in my mind of the entire town flattened with only that tower still standing, which is what they want to avoid.
It's like activating the bomb in Megaton on Fallout 3.
Yeah.
And it just
Ooh,
that
what if
tower's
there's
still
a
there.
bomb in the tower and they don't discover it until later? It's like, unless they destroy the tower, it's going to take the whole town out.
But then the tower's still fine because it's indestructible.
Mm-hmm.
That I don't know about that. But at least I like, okay, we added one step of like going to find. Okay, so let's just think of what the person, we could give them a name, give him or her a name, the person who enchanted it, how they're involved, and how the party could find them.
Okay.
And then that'll be it. Then that's our contribution. How's that?
Yeah.
At least we're adding something.
All right. I just found a name on my list. Beatrice Strong.
From the strong family of Full Metal Alchemist.
That's Armstrong.
Oh, it is Armstrong.
This is just the
It just made me
Strong
think of
family.
that.
They
It just made
build
me think of that.
strong things. They build strongholds.
What if, okay, so what if
In
Beatrice.
fact, they're the ones who coined the name Stronghold.
Okay, they're family. That's good lore
Mhm.
backstory. What happens if Beatrice is like a professor for enchanting at the biggest university?
Yeah.
Because this mayor has ill-gotten funds and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He spent a lot of money
Yeah.
on her to enchant this one bell tower.
Yeah, because it would take a lot of money to get the freaking Strong family to do that for you.
And so it'll be the party will have to then travel to said university, get into said university, and convince Beatrice to how to undo it. But maybe she doesn't want to, because then they do all the same enchanting on the break. So then if she told the party how to undo that, then she's basically telling the entire family secret of how to undo all their strongholds. And that is a huge way to destroy their family business.
Right. The biggest selling factor is they cannot be destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
So why would she tell you how to destroy it?
Because the entire family through generations, every stronghold that they've made, every castle and all that stuff would then be vulnerable with that knowledge.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. So then the party will have to convince her that, okay, we've developed something more complex.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yep. I like it.
Do we have anything else to add?
So what is the secret? Is it something just small and simple where it's just like, oh yeah, no, you just kick this brick over here and the whole thing's going to fall down? Or is it big, elaborate, you got to do this, 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 and this?
You already mentioned last episode. You need the horn of a corrupted unicorn.
Oh no.
No, I'm just kidding. You already referenced last episode.
I did.
I don't want something small and stupid. Like, I think it has to be something, because it's something that's never been broken before. So it has to be complex.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I don't know what.
We'll leave that up to our lovely DMs out there to figure out.
Is that our cop out?
That's our cop out, because like I can't really think of anything. You can think of something that is built into your campaign.
True. If you can't think of anything, what if a demon's horn from the 9 hells is hot enough to pierce through, like heat through the magical barrier?
Oh, yeah.
You know, something like that, like extreme. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That it sounds cool too.
Yes,
like
it does.
The only thing that could pierce this magic is something from the plane of fire. Or
yeah,
something
you have to
that.
use it to pierce through the magic barrier that is created and rewrite one of the runes on the bricks to and you have to know exactly how to rewrite it. Otherwise, cataclysm could happen and destroy the entire town. You just do that and it will lose its indestructibility.
I was trying to go for the route of, you don't need to have the knowledge of the runes. You just need something that's that powerful and contained to just pierce it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So just
because what happens if no one is a wizard in the party, or no one has that high of intelligence to understand runes?
Well, I'm saying you would get that from Beatrice.
Well, she's not going to tell you.
Then how do they know they need to get the horn?
I'm sure they could also, that's when it could lead down the fact of they could, she could tell them and know that it won't be a thing if they roll high enough, or they could possibly break into the family's records or like archives and all that stuff and find other ways to get the information.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. A heist,
basically. And so then that's how they could get the information. And then it's like, are you serious? Just for a stupid tower, we're going to have to like kill a demon in the 9 hells? That kind of situation.
Is it worth it at that point?
XP? I don't know.
Yeah.
They would get a lot of XP.
just to come back and be like, boop, tower's gone.
But whatever is appropriate for your party's level. But it could be something like that, so it doesn't require knowledge of the runes. But it could be where it's just like, I was thinking the heat, because it could be so hot it pierces and then it starts melting and distorting the runes or anything like that. So you don't need knowledge of the runes to just like smear it.
At that point, though, would it also not melt and or distort their hand?
Well, that's a bridge they'll have to cross.
They're holding it with an oven mitt.
Yeah, or tongs. Anyways, okay, that is our contribution.
Yeah.
Let us know how you could think of something better than us down in the comments, or on X at Questboard Pod, or on Blue Sky at Questboard. Besides that, if you want to tell us what your party did when you put this in your if you put this in your campaign, let us know on any of those sites. Or if you want to post a job posting of your own that's hopefully better than this, and it'll be easier for us because we're kind of dumb. Yeah, let us know on any of those sites. And with that, I wish you all a good night.
And happy questing.